Hello sa'yo student, ako si Sir Bryan, at nandito ka sa aking channel na, The Millennial Teacher. Nandito ako para tulungan ka sa math subject mo. Gumagawa ako ng mga videos mula grade 7 hanggang grade 10. Pero bago natin umpisahan ang klase, iniimbitahan kitang mag-subscribe sa aking channel at pindutin ang notification bell para lagi kang updated sa mga bagong upload ko, na tiyak na makakatulong sa'yo. Simulan na natin ang klase. Ito ang part 2 video ko tungkol sa special product. Kung hindi mo pa napapanood, ang part 1 video ay ilalagay ko sa description ang link para mapanood mo student. Ang topic natin ngayon ay tungkol sa square of multinomial or trinomial. A multinomial is defined as an algebraic expression which is a sum of two or more terms. Examples of multinomials are 2a plus 3b minus 5c minus d. Ang halimbawa na ito ay merong 4 terms. Next ay negative p plus 3q minus r squared plus 5. Ang halimbawa na ito ay merong 4 terms. And last, m minus 2n squared plus 3mn squared minus 6m squared n minus 7. Ang halimbawa na ito ay merong 5 terms. At ayan ang mga halimbawa ng multinomial expression, student. Square of a multinomial. The square of a multinomial is equal to the sum of the squares of each term plus twice the product of all possible combinations of all the terms taken 2 at a time. Given the quantity a plus b plus c squared. Ang first term natin ay a, ang second term ay b, at ang third term ay c. Raised natin sa 2 ang a, plus raised natin sa 2 ang b, plus raised natin sa 2 ang c, plus 2 times the first term and second term which is a and b, plus 2 times the first term and third term which is a and c, plus 2 times the second term and third term which is b and c. By simplifying magiging a squared plus b squared plus c squared plus 2ab plus 2ac plus 2bc. At ayan ang sum of multinomial given the quantity a plus b plus c squared. Ngayon, apply natin ito sa mga sumusunod na mga halimbawa. First example ay quantity a minus 5b plus c squared. Ang first term natin ay a, ang second term ay negative 5b at ang third term ay c. Using the form a squared plus b squared plus c squared plus 2 multiply by a and b plus 2 multiply by a and c plus 2 multiply by b and c. Kaya magiging a raised to 2. Dahil yan ang ating first term, plus negative 5b squared. Dahil yan ang ating second term, plus c raised to 2. Dahil yan ang ating third term. Next student ay plus 2 multiply by the first term and the second term, which is a and negative 5b, plus 2 multiply by the first term and the third term, which is a and c, plus 2 multiply by the second term and third term, which is negative 5b and c. By simplifying magiging a squared plus negative 5b squared is equal to 25b squared plus c squared. Next ay 2 times a is 2a and 2a times negative 5b is equal to negative 10ab. Next ay 2 times a is 2a and 2a times c is 2ac. Next ay 2 times negative 5b is equal to negative 10b and negative 10b times c is negative 10bc. Kaya ang final answer, student ay a squared plus 25b squared plus c squared minus 10ab plus 2ac minus 10bc. Next example student, ay quantity 2x minus y plus 3z squared. The first term is 2x, the second term is negative y and the third term is 3z. Using the form a squared plus b squared plus c squared plus 2ab plus 2ac plus 2bc, magiging 2x raised to 2. Dahil yan ang ating first term. Next ay plus negative y raised to 2. Dahil yan ang ating second term. Next ay plus 3z raised to 2. Dahil yan, ang ating third term. Next ay plus 2, multiply by 2x, and negative y dahil yan, ang ating first term, and second term. Next ay plus 2, multiply by 2x, and 3z dahil yan, ang ating first term, and third term. Next ay plus 2, multiply by, negative y, and 3z dahil yan, ang ating second term, and third term. By simplifying magiging 2x raised to 2, is equal to 4x squared. Negative y squared, is equal to y squared. 3z raised to 2, is equal to 9z squared. Next student ay 2 times 2x, is equal to 4x and 4x times negative y, is equal to negative 4xy. Next ay 2 times 2x, is equal to 4x and 4x times 3z, is equal to 12xz. Next ay 2 times negative y, is equal to negative 2y and negative 2y times 3z, is equal to negative 6yz. Kaya, ang final answer natin student ay 4x squared. Plus y squared. Plus 9z squared. Minus 4xy plus 12xz minus 6yz. Next example, ay quantity 2m minus 3n plus 5p squared. Ang first term ay 2m, ang second term ay negative 3n at ang third term ay 5p. By following the form a squared plus b squared plus c squared plus 2ab plus 2ac plus 2bc 2m raised to 2. Dahil yan, ang ating first term. Plus negative 3n raised to 2. Dahil yan, ang ating second term. Plus 5p raised to 2. Dahil yan, ang ating third term. Plus 2, multiply by 2m, and negative 3n dahil yan, ang ating first term, at second term. Plus 2, multiply by 2m, and 5p dahil yan, ang ating first term, at third term. Plus 2, multiply by, negative 3n, and 5p dahil yan, ang ating second term, at third term. By simplifying magiging 2m raised to 2, is equal to 4m squared. Plus, negative 3n raised to 2, is equal to 9n squared. Plus, 5p raised to 2, is equal to 25p squared. Next student ay 2 times 2m is equal to 4m. And 4m times negative 3n is equal to negative 12mn. Next ay 2 times 2m is equal to 4m. And 4m times 5p is equal to 20mp. And lastly 2 times negative 3n is equal to negative 6n. And negative 6n times 5p is equal to negative 30np. Kaya, ang final answer, student ay 4m squared. Plus 9n squared. Plus 25p squared. Minus 12mn plus 20mp minus 30np. For the last example ay quantity c plus d minus e plus f squared. In this case, ay mayroon na tayong 4 terms. Pero ang paraan ng pagsosolve ay ganun pa din tulad sa mga previous examples. The first term is c, the second term is d, the third term is negative e, and the fourth term is f. Magiging c raised to 2 plus d raised to 2 plus negative e raised to 2 plus f raised to 2. Lahat ng terms natin ay ni-raised natin sa 2. Next ay multiply natin ang 2 sa c at d dahil yan ang ating first term at second term. Next ay multiply natin ang 2 sa c at negative e dahil yan ang ating first term at third term. Next ay multiply natin ang 2 sa c and f dahil yan ang ating first term at fourth term. Next ay multiply natin ang 2 sa d at negative e dahil yan ang ating second term at third term. Next ay multiply natin ang 2 sa d and f dahil yan ang ating second term at fourth term. Next ay multiply natin ang 2 sa negative e at f dahil yan ang ating third term at fourth term. By simplifying, magiging c squared plus d squared plus negative e raised to 2 is equal to e squared plus f squared Next ay 2 times c times d is equal to 2cd. Next ay 2 times c times negative e is equal to negative 2ce. Next ay 2 times c times f is equal to 2cf. Next ay 2 times d times negative e is equal to negative 2de. Next ay 2 times d times f is equal to 2df. Next ay 2 times negative e times f is equal to negative 2ef. Kaya, ang final answer, student ay c squared plus d squared plus e squared plus f squared plus 2cd minus 2ce plus 2cf minus 2de plus 2df minus 2ef. At bago ko tapusin ang video na ito student, ay magbibigay ako ng activity. Solve the following by applying the square of multinomial. Number 1. Quantity a squared minus 4a plus 2 squared. Number 2. Quantity 7q minus 5r plus 6s squared. Comment mo sa pin comment ng video na ito ang sagot mo student. Hopefully, may natutunan ka sa video na ito, student. At huwag mo na ding kalimutan mag-subscribe and share mo na din ito sa kapwa mo mag-aaral na kailangan matutunan ang topic na ito. Muli, ako si Sir Bryan, ang iyong Millennial Teacher. And see you to my next class.